Hey LinkedIn, a comment on selling, positioning actually. Positioning, selling, I was mentioning this yesterday and we were just coming up with a different scenario, but thinking about it this way, like if you allow the market to wrong position your product or even your own sales team or marketing or whatever, you're gonna get pigeonholed into that thing and you're doing the company a disservice, you're doing the audience a disservice. So, looking at it like the apparency sometimes is like, oh, you do this. Like for example, we do a ton of video content and I've never ever considered that we are a video agency. I've always considered that the thing that we do is we help companies sell their offering, right? We're here to support, B2B sales people generally. The end result is driving sales revenue. So we're always focused on how do we support sales? Like that's the number one thing. So if somebody comes to me with a video, it's like, well, I need a video. It's like, no, you don't. What you need is sales. You need something to do with sales. So you're trying to drive demand or you're trying to help the team close deals. You're trying to do a case study. What you actually need is the outcome. And so that's the thing that I'm always selling. I'm always selling sales. And that could be in the form of training. That could be in the form of pre-sales and brand awareness. It could be in the form of sales enablement, but the video is just a vessel. It's just a vessel to deliver the communication. So if somebody's in the supply chain business for software, for me, it's like the thing that is going on is like their packages or their whatever's not arriving in time or they have bugs in their supply chain and they're trying to get that to the market. Good, we need to help sell that. So we're gonna do that, a video is gonna help do that. We're gonna deliver that message so it can help them, sell their software to the audience in a way that's gonna be effective. And it's not video. And the analogy I was using last night was Tylenol, right? If you think about Tylenol, you go, oh, you go door to door selling Tylenol. It's like, do you want Tylenol? No. Well, they want pain relief, right? So if you got a rep selling Tylenol, they're not going to be very successful. But this happens every day, by the way. But if you have a rep that sells Tylenol, they go, hey, do you want Tylenol? No, if they don't have a headache, they don't have body problems, or body aches or whatever, they're not gonna sell any Tylenol. But if they're like, hey, sometimes when, you get a headache, you get this and that, yeah. Well, this handles that. Oh, okay, I want some of that, right? So you're selling pain relief. That's the business you're in. And the product is Tylenol. And it's subtle, but it's a big difference when you're selling. The person who's selling Tylenol will not be successful. The person who's selling pain relief will be very successful. They have to go find the correct audience that needs pain relief and sell that. And that subtle difference, that difference is massive when you're dealing with a successful rep versus an not, unsuccessful rep. It's like, that's a big difference. It's how you position. And what happens sometimes is that your audience will pigeonhole you into positioning that, oh, you sell Tylenol. It's like, no. And you have to defend that brand. You have to defend that positioning in the market. And so you can't let somebody label you what you are. You have to make sure that you're selling pain relief, and you've got to stay on that thing in your messaging, in your content, in your pitch, in your decks, in everything, right? Because otherwise you're going to get boxed in and then you're going to feel it in sales. So something I thought I'd just share.